Stay ho! Let us hear Mark Antony.
Let him into the public chair. We will hear him. Noble Antony, go up, Antony.
What does he say of Brutus?
He says, for Brutus' sake, beholding to us all.
'Twere best he speak no harm of Brutus here.
This Caesar was a tyrant.
Nay, this is true. Rome is blessed that we are rid of him.
Peace, let us hear what Mark Antony has to say.
Peace ho! Let us hear him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that he was ambitious. And if it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest. For Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men? Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man, who hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransom in the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Shouldn't ambition be made of sterner stuff? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man.
Methinks there's much reason in his saying.
If thou consider rightly of the manner, Caesar has had great wrong.
Has he, masters? I fear there will a worse come in his place.
Marked I his words? He would not take the crown, therefore 'tis certain he was not ambitious.
If it be found so, some will dare abide it.
Poor soul, his eyes are red as fire with weeping.
There's not a nobler man in Rome than Antony.
Now mark him, he begins again to speak. But yesterday, the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. How lies he there? And none so poor to do him reverence. O masters, if I were disposed to stir, I should do Brutus wrong, and Cassius wrong, who, you all know, are honorable man. I will not do them wrong. I rather choose to wrong the dead, to wrong myself and you, than I will wrong such honorable man. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will. Let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read. And they would go and kiss dead Caesar's wounds, and dip their napkins in his sacred blood, bequeathing it as a rich legacy unto their issue. Read the will, we'll hear it, Antony. The will, Caesar's will. Have patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It is not meet you know how much he loved you. That's good. You are not wood, you are not stone, but men, and being men, bearing the will of Caesar. It will inflame you. It will make you mad. 'Tis good you know not that you are his heirs. For if you should, oh, what would come of it? Will you be patient? Will you stay a while? I have overshot myself to tell you of it. I fear I wronged the honorable man whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it. They were traitors. Honorable men?
The will, the testament.
They were villains, murderers. The will, read the
You
will.
will compel me then to read the will. Then make a ring around the corpse of Caesar, and let me show you him that made the will. Shall I descend, and will you give me leave?
Come down.
Descend.
You shall have leave.